Wow. Hey Phil, listen. I've been watching some of the videos regarding the shoe attack on the president over in Iraq, and you have a great point there. And a few other people have also raised this point. But I want to touch on a few things even before this shoe attack thing. Going back maybe 5+ years ago, before we went into Iraq, um, some of us thinking, that, we were, bringing freedom, you know, to the people of Iraq. They were going to welcome us with open arms. I guess hindsight tells us now that we were sorely mistaken. Open arms, maybe with open shoes, and open bombs. And then, the fact that we miscalculated and also perhaps not understanding the way people in that corner of the world think. The fact that maybe they don't really need freedom. They had their brand of freedom. Perhaps they really didn't necessarily need our brand of freedom, even though we know our brand of freedom works for us. And when the strong man, Saddam Hussein, was there, nobody, 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 and I say again, nobody would even dream of or even think, let alone begin to contemplate throwing a pair of shoes at Saddam Hussein? Are you insane? But then again, if we try to look back and say, oh, now that we know better, maybe it wasn't a good idea to go there, to export our brand of freedom. But let's come to the present. The question about, while this guy threw one and two, and if he had 3 shoes or 4 shoes, perhaps he would have thrown all of them at the president. Where were the guys that are supposed to protect our head of state? Where were these guys? I mean, granted, the president was fast, with his moves, I don't know if I would have been that fast, to dodge those shoes. But you got to give the man credit. He dodged fancifully, artfully, and courageously out of the way of these flying shoes. And the fact that, this guy was even allowed to throw the second shoes is, beyond comprehension. I don't know about it, I think this guy, after he was tackled, perhaps he should have been, he should have come up, bleeding maybe. I don't know. But I just hope that this kind of, incident never happens again, because who knows, what this clown, what else he could have had in his pocket, besides his freaking shoes. So that said, beware of the shoes. And to touch on that, the outrageous thing in Iraq and I guess all other parts of the world, that this guy is being hailed as a hero for insulting another nation's, head of state. What kind of sentiment is that? A hero? Give me a break, dude. Anyway, I seem to be rambling, and I hope, all this stuff makes sense to whoever watches it or sees it. So that said, we'll see what happens tomorrow.